We're going on to his song again, okay? Because, like I said, those little elves, they got in here somehow and put up the wrong thing. So, what song brings you joy? Let's give us one more chance because our winner was Pamela Seal. I'm probably pronouncing that last name wrong, and I apologize. She liked Blessed by Kelly Clarkson. So, song. Hmm. I don't know. I can't stop thinking about last night's music. It was really good. Got me kind of dancing in the bed. It's rocking out. I do, if it's this time of year, who doesn't love a little Hanukkah song by Adam Sandler? It's great. It's
Oh
always good.
yeah.
Good stuff right there. Um, yeah, that would have to be my favorite if I had to pick a holiday song.
To
If
pick a
Velda's
holiday
watching, I'm
song.
curious to know her favorite holiday song, though she answered it, I'm sure. But
Who was the? I guess it was The Simpsons. Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid
Robin
an
laid an
egg.
egg.
Right? Is that The Simpsons, or am I remembering that wrong?
I think it probably started before The Simpsons because I think I remember that as a child.
Yeah, we were walking through the casino, and like we were hearing different snippets of that song from different
Yeah.
people just kind of mumbling. It was ridiculous. I had a ridiculous weekend. I'm still recovering. It's so good.
Okay. Good weekends are really good. They're important. They're important and fun to have. All right, I think we're done with song. Let's get done with song. Let's move on. Memory. This is what number 8 is. Okay. Which memory brings you the most hope or joy?
Oh my God, you're just gonna drop that on me right here, just like this?
I don't know.
Let's
Well,
see.
I posted one. I did post one, and it had to do with like the holiday times and gifts. And here's
Mm-hmm.
one of my favorite memories. So, okay. So we kind of double dipped in my house. We definitely did Hanukkah, but at Christmas we had a little teeny tiny 6-inch tall Santa, and so we would put him out by our fireplace and with a couple peppermint sticks, candy canes, and then there may be a tiny gift on Christmas, especially if the two fell at the same time. But we really didn't do Christmas. Like we did Hanukkah, and Hanukkah's tough because it's 8 nights, and you don't get more than like one gift. So you're looking at this massive pile of gifts of all sizes. They're big, they're tiny, and you're trying to figure out which one has the underwear or the pajamas because I don't want to have to pick that, and that's what I tell my friends I got tomorrow. It's the worst. Um, but one year I got Baby Alive. So I'm not sure if how familiar you are with Baby Alive. It's baby doll that you mix a little powder and water, and when the batteries were in, you would feed it, and its mouth would move, and you would num num num. You would listen to the sound, and it would ingest it, and you would give it a bottle, and then eventually you got to change the diaper. Okay, because
Are
it
you
was
kidding me
so
right
cool.
now?
Such a cool toy. I finally got Baby Alive, except my Baby Alive had a tooth and it had a piece of plastic chunk hanging down from its top lip. So, that's a massive hazard. If I put my finger in there, it's going to poke my finger. I mean, it really chumped. So we had to send it to the hospital to have a new one, to have it fixed. But I was very excited when I got Baby Alive. That was like one of my favorite gifts ever. That and Easy Bake Oven, for sure. I would still play with Easy Bake Oven. Yeah, yeah. I bought that for my son when he was little so I can make cookies. Easy bake oven. Yeah. So what would be a favorite memory for you?
Favorite memory for me. I'm gonna go with one that might be adjacent to what's going on now.
Okay.
Recently as just the other day,
Yeah.
Microsoft finally, well, not Microsoft, but the people who made Baldur's Gate 3 finally released Baldur's Gate 3 for Xbox. And I've
Okay.
been playing the Baldur's Gate game for so long that I remember the first time I got the original Baldur's Gate, the girlfriend that I had at the time somehow managed to convince the clerk to give her the box before the release date. So I come home from work and she goes, "We found this." And I mean, I ran around the house like a dog that hasn't seen their owner for a year. I mean, I
Uh-huh.
was like, "Oh my God, we're gonna be playing this! Oh my!" It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. I would end up not talking to my girlfriend for like 4 days as I played that game, so that did not go well for
Yeah.
her.
But went well for you.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. So I'm right back into it. Baldur's Gate 3 is an amazing game. Everybody should play it.
Okay. My last game I played, as you know, was Guitar Hero. So it's been some time since I've been on any systems.
I really wish that they would re-release all of that. Okay, so
Yeah.
a few years back, I don't remember how far back, a buddy of mine was living in Middle West someplace, and we all went out there to visit him. He was like really homesick. His job had sent him out there. He brought his family and everything, and so his wife picked him up. I guess it was called Rock Band at the time, and you had like the drum
Mm-hmm.
kit,
Yeah.
the thing, and she picked
Right.
up the Beatles package. So we all had like all of that, and we're all rocking out to the Beatles stuff or what have you, and that was awesome. And they
Yeah.
really need to re-release that whole set. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
when I was
Yep.
in North Carolina, let's just call it maybe 15 years ago, I was really good at Guitar Hero, like the ultimate playing Guitar Hero, like whatever the highest was, that's what I was going
Like
for.
expert.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
right. So at one point, some underground bar is just like Rock Band tonight, or Rock Hero, whatever it was, right? Guitar
Mm-hmm.
Hero. And so I go down there, and I forget sometimes, like I play video games very hard, like, and I
Mm-hmm.
forget that other people don't.
Right.
So I'm watching these people play on the slow stuff, and I was like, oh, like
Dying.
where do I put my quarter on the
Yeah.
machine so I can be next, right? And so I play, I select expert level. You hear the murmurs, I start rocking out, and then I hear them go, pick another song. So I play like 4 or 5 songs in a row, and people like clap, and that's the closest I've ever been to performing a musical instrument on stage after being in the symphonic band in school.
That's hysterical. That it does make you feel though that you're really playing. You really feel like I can just grab a guitar and I'll be able to play. I play clarinet, so there is no guitar playing for me, but oh yeah. I
Those
love but I was good, but not once you had to start really adding that pinky in, that's I
Now,
couldn't do
see, that's it
expert.
right there, right? Like, I
Yeah.
learned how to play the classical guitar in college, and one of the things that you
So
learn how to do is you don't lean on that bottom finger. You actually
yeah.
put that bottom finger as your base, that because your index
Okay.
and your middle finger, those are the fingers that you're going to like. Those are more dexterous, right? And
Maneuver.
so
Yeah.
when you play on Guitar Hero or Rock Band, you put your pinky at the bottom and you move your index finger up and down.
Ah, so you're always
Ah,
still just playing with the three. Oh, you don't even play with
yeah.
your ring finger, or you did? Because I
No,
played with my
you do.
ring
You do.
finger.
There's still five. There's still five buttons,
Okay.
right? It's just that your pinky's not going to be as
Yeah.
dexterous as your index finger, right?
Right.
And
That's very
so
true.
now those people that made that game would turn
Hmm.
around and make Rocksmith, which is a you plug in an electric guitar to your Xbox
Okay.
and you learn how to play the electric guitar, and it is a phenomenal experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right. Well, I did play video games recently. There is a place not far from like the King of Prussia area that is tiny, like sits next to a pizza joint or a taco joint or something. And it is all old school arcades. Like the whole upper level, nothing but pinballs. And these pinball machines go way back, 50s. I mean, and you pay one fee to be in there for an hour or two. I can't remember what was like $10, and you have free play. So no coins, no anything, except their brand spanking new machine that like just came out. Everything else is included in your $10. You can play as long as you want. And then on the lower level is all, your video games. So I had Tempest, which is like one of my top two. My second one is the Star Wars. We're going in, Luke. Or use the Force, Luke. Oh my God, I love Star Wars and I love Tempest. And I had so much fun. I got so much fun. That was a good time. I haven't played a lot of those games, and I was never a big pinball person. And I now know when I'm missing out. I see the appeal. When you can get all these other levels and things to move, it's like fun. It's like totally fun.
Oh yeah.
I'm like banging my body in it. I want it to tilt. I was having a really good time.
Yeah.
That was a good
Yeah.
place. Good stuff. All right.
Pinball, hilarious.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on to day 9. Okay. So, oh, oh, and the favorite memory was from Sharon Carnivale, and it was the birth of her sons. That was her favorite memory.
That's
Okay.
cheating.
It's a ransom. What are you going to do? All right. So, number 9, favorite outdoor activity. Mine in the wintertime is zero. Zero. I tried skiing. I don't know why anybody would ski. First, it's extremely painful on the knees. This is way before, dissections and all this stuff. I had a really great outfit. I just wanted to shop. So I had really cool the whole outfit. My skis were so pretty, and I practiced with my uncle who, was part of the rescue or race team, whatever. He was an expert skier. And I knew I had it. French fry, pizza pie, pizza pie to break, French fry to go straight. Pizza pie, French fry, whatever. I had it down. I'm like, I got the bunny hill. We are good. I take the ski lift all the way to the top. It's not very pretty coming off. I can own it. It was quite ugly. But I knew that there was an easy route all the way down. I knew to follow green. It was easy and just stay on that trail. Well, it intersected with an intermediate and it was icy. So I took my skis off and was walking by the trees, just carrying my skis because I'm not going to go down this looked like Mount Everest to me, this little this little decline. I was like, I am not going down. So I walked down it. Next thing you know, I hear this man screaming from up above. He is lost it like agony of defeat on the Olympics. He is head over foot, just going, 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 going. And I hear woof, 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 and it's his ski. So I duck, cover my head, and it nails me. The edge nails me in my arm, which literally knocked me over. Ski patrol has to come and take me down a toboggan. By the time I get down, I'm bruised from elbow to shoulder, of course, because it's me. And I never wore that ski outfit again. I still have the jacket. We're talking like 30 years later. It was really cute too, but I don't, that and ice skating, I just don't see the appeal. No. So outdoor activity to me is my favorite outdoor activity would only be sitting around a fire pit. That's about it. That's all I like to do.
Yeah, yeah,
It's kind of it.
right.
Yeah,
Renaissance fair.
that's kind of it. Yeah, I haven't been to that
That's
with a
my
big,
favorite
huge
outdoor
turkey
activity.
leg.
Yeah.
I can see you.
We're talking double fisting, drinks, walking around, girls wearing what are those things called with the
The wench outfits.
yeah, whatever
Yes.
those things are.
Yeah, totally get it.
Easily
Totally
my
get it.
favorite outdoor activity.
Yep. Well, if Velda's still with us, she won. She said her favorite is walking on the beach. Her Bella, her
Oh, I
puppy.
never think about that, but yeah, like when I lived in North
Yeah.
Carolina, we would just back the truck up to the beach. That was amazing.
Yeah. Being outside. Well, now, okay, you just brought up a good caveat. If I'm in the southern regions, even if it's at 60 some degrees, just want to be outside doing anything. Being on the beach, sunsets, walking, then I'm out. But I am not a pickleball, tennis, skiing, ice skating. No, there's no. But you know what I used to like to do?
Mm.
I used to like to roller. So I was very good at roller skating, like super
Wait,
good.
wait, wait,
At
wait.
least I,
So you like roller skating, but you don't like ice skating?
right, because roller skating is indoors unless you do it outside on the court
The
of your
first time,
neighborhood.
the first time I ice skate, we lived in Germany when I was a kid. Would be there in Germany, indoor, giant indoor
Oh,
thing.
but it's cold. It's cold.
Not really.
Ice skating. Well, I suppose you warm up. But I took my boombox and went up
Oh,
to the
you were
court
one of those.
with my little ribbon, with my bead, my little barrette, and swore I was Olivia Newton-John and Xanadu reincarnated. And I would skate for hours up there, creating routines because I love to dance. And yeah, that's what I did. Loved it. I have to sneeze, so pardon me, everybody.
One
Okay.
more time. One more time.
Nope, it was only a twofer. Sorry. Yeah. But
She says, "I'm still here. Roller skating is dangerous."
it wasn't when you were younger and you're closer to the ground. If you're tall and older, it hurts to fall. I would not do that now unless I was holding on to one of those things that look like walkers. Maybe I would then try. Actually, I see videos on TikTok all the time of people in our age that are jamming in an indoor roller skating rink. Oh, I miss those days. Those were the best days. Wearing some satin and terry cloth. Oh, in the 70s or 80s. It was great.
Hmm.
All right, yeah. So Melda won for
Felda
day
wins. She's a winner.
9. Yeah. So outdoor. Did you have a favorite outdoor activity, by the way, other than the beach? Yeah.
Renaissance.
Oh, that's right. Renaissance.
Yeah.
Leg,
Let
wenches,
me walk
beer.
around and drink outside, watching all of that.
Right. I get it.
Beautiful.
I totally
Beautiful.
get it. Totally get it. All right. Moving on. So this is where we're into day 10. Favorite gift, holiday gift that brought you hope or joy. I think, yeah, I probably should have put my memory in my gift. We could have done either. It doesn't matter. I also love the dating game. That was my favorite board game. So that was one of my favorite gifts because everybody wanted to date Skip. Okay, never mind. Moving on. So yeah, favorite gift. Our winner of that week was Christina Kohler with, she just loves, for her, a gift is time with her family. So being able to have everybody together for a meal, that is her gift. So
That's not
she was the
bad.
pick. Nope, it's a good
That's
one.
not
It's an
bad.
important one.
It's funny.
Yeah.
I'm not a collector or a consumer of things. So for
Oh,
me,
really?
and I know this sounds really silly, but the act of getting people gifts for me is a much more rewarding experience than watching them like try to think, what do you get somebody like me who doesn't really care about things, right? And
You
so
get him a PlayStation mug and a gift card.
yeah, it's an adorable mug. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait, just know we
Yeah.
hunted high and low for a big,
Uh-huh.
big mug that said boss because you said you liked it from the person who won it in bingo. Could not
Yeah, I
find it
thought you were gonna get me that
anywhere.
specific mug.
Couldn't find it anywhere.
That's
Well, the
okay.
person won it. So
You didn't.
then
You
we
didn't
saw
have
this and I
more.
was like, huh?
You didn't have more.
No, we only had one. Somebody donated it to us to use as prizes.
All right. Well, so one of my favorite things to do, like I didn't have the best relationship with my mom, so I would like to get
No.
her things that would be very inconvenient. And for like 6 straight years, I was just buying her bigger and heavier statues, like
Oh my gosh.
like rocks, stone heavy statues. And so,
Okay.
like one year, my dad he thought it was hilarious, and he looked at me and he was like, "What are you getting me?" I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get you a totem pole. And he was like, what? I was like, yep, I'm gonna get you a totem pole. And he just didn't believe it, you know. So on this specific year, my mom had, I think it was like a 4-foot statue rock, and I got my dad a giant 5-foot totem pole,
At
right?
least you provided them with gifts that they could then regift if they wanted.
Oh, it was just the complete inconvenience factor. That's all it
That's
was aiming
hysterical.
for. Yeah,
That's so
yeah.
funny. That's a good one. That is good. Well, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Totem pole. I like it. I might use it one day.
Mhm.
I may. But all in all, we had our first overall from all the people who won. We did a drawing, and the person who won their water bottle for the week was mm, Debbie Smith Mahan. Mahan. Mayon.
Okay.
May.
Way to go, Debbie Smith.
Mahon. Debbie Smith Mahon. Mayon. Man. Right?
I believe you're right.
Man. I don't know. It's in there somewhere. It's Mahon. Debbie Smith Mahon. She was our week winner, week one winner. So we've got many more questions coming up through the rest of the month of December. And I think this is fun. I think it's just really people seem to enjoy it. It definitely it makes things very different, and it gives you a moment to pause and to think, which is always good, right? Right. And it gives us time on the back end to start working on all the stuff we've got going on coming up in January. I can't believe it's going to be here so soon. All right, so those were our
Hold on,
31.
before you click
Yeah,
off of that. So
sure.
this year for my best friend, right? He's a
Yeah,
little bit like me. He doesn't care about things specifically.
right.
But I'm like shopping around on Amazon, and I was just like, I just want like I like to get him something useful, and also like his mom's always asking me for like help, and so I'll do some shopping and I'll send her some ideas.
Yeah.
And I saw a 3-in-1 charging station for his phone, which
Mm-hmm.
also puts the phone up so that he can look at it, so it's not flat on the
Okay.
ground. And his watch goes up on the back, and then the ear pods
Nice.
in the back, so it's like this one little thing. And
Yeah.
so I was like, hey man, your Christmas, and it's not like I'm gonna surprise him. I'm gonna be like, hey, your Christmas present's on the way. Let me know what you get. Yada yada yada. So he finally set it up, and he was like, dude, this thing is awesome. And I go, I was so close to sending your mom this link. I'm getting the credit for that one. Useful
That was
gift.
good.
Useful gift.
Well, I got something in the mail. And look at this. Aw.
Hey, where's
Can't
that
see.
from?
That's Terry and I
Yeah,
from
what
the John Ritter Foundation Gala this year. It was a
nice.
fant, and she sent it to me already framed. Like that's
Aw.
the kind of stuff I like. Like think something that somebody thinks of that, how many pictures do we have in a day that just sit there on Facebook or on our phone? So for somebody to take the time to print it off and to put it in a frame, it warms my heart. That was nice. That was sweet. So yeah,
Velda
so that
says
came.
she loves paws.
Pause.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. I'm asking. Paws.
Like a puppy paw?
Paws. Maybe.
PAWS. Well, it's so funny. I'm getting ready to do this with my dog. I'm going to create this paw print ornament
Look at
this
that.
year. Yeah, so I'm excited. We'll see how well it works. She's getting up there, so I want to get it now before anything
Yeah.
happens. So being honest. So there's that. Um, yeah. All right. Let's move
Okay.
on.
Okay.
Let's take a look at our events. You can always, if you're on Facebook, feel free to follow Aortic Hope and put your comments. And you got to play to have a chance to win. So I'll say that. Got to play to have a chance to win. All right. So what's today? 11th. All right. Yeah. Here we go. So we've got our. Looks like I am missing a hangout.
Hang out. Yeah.
No. Okay. You'll probably have that done in the next minute. So we do have a hangout. Aortic Hope's hangout is coming up this Thursday.
You're also missing the 17th.
Well, I didn't put that up. I didn't put up the 17th because that was just an internal.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Yeah. So, yes. So this week on the 14th, Thursday, we have our hangout. So hangouts, you have to fill out the same form you would for a support group meeting, but a hangout isn't like a support group. It's very different. It is truly like the word says. It's an opportunity to just hang out with other individuals just like you and just chat. Now, you might have a serious topic you want to chat about, or you might watch Chef Rob and his wife Mindy cook. Who knows? They're going to be back in town. So maybe they want to whip something up for us. You might just have, what have you guys I've been a part of? Dirty Joke Day. I don't know what you guys do, but it's a lot of fun. It's an opportunity just to hang. It's gone as long as what, 5 hours sometimes, Josh? It just goes. People just pop
Oh,
in and
not a couple of hours. No. We're on there like we pride ourselves to be on there until somebody's wife gets home and starts yelling at them for being on the call all day long.
that's
We had
hysterical.
we had a wonderful new addition. His name
Yeah.
is Steve Freeman Jr. and he
Okay.
was diagnosed with his enlarged aorta maybe 4 months ago. And
Okay.
this is one of those like he signed up but he didn't jump in. He didn't
Yeah.
wanna it's like if I click this link I'm really acknowledging I have it. He wasn't sure
Right.
what was going to be on there.
Yeah.
And like he's such a wonderful new addition to the community. We're
That's
talking about
great.
a guy who's in his mid 40s,
Mm-hmm.
and he's done all these things to like get his health back under control. And no matter what happened, he just found out that he has a an enlarged aorta, and now he's in the watch and
Mm-hmm.
wait situation.
Right.
And he's like, I can't just like put hate on this, right? So he's named
Yeah.
his aorta Annie,
That's right.
okay? And he just does this thing where he's like, Annie, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay, Annie? And he destroyed the support group. We were laughing
That's
so hard.
hysterical.
This guy, he is a treasure, and I just, yeah, you wanna make sure things go well the whole way through. And so, we have Melissa as she's on our daytime Tuesday morning person, and so
Mm-hmm.
like she's 13 years out with no surgical intervention, right? So
Yeah.
we have two sides of this of what's going to happen going forward for him. So he gets to see that 13 years,
Right. Right.
maybe no surgical intervention, and on the flip side, he has a wealth of information from people who have already gone through the surgery, and he's seeing the
Mm-hmm.
difference between what an emergency surgery looks like, what a planned surgery looks like, and obviously there's no it's the unknown. That's just what all surgery is. You're leading up to this surgical intervention, and but you can see the anxiety, just kind of like,
Yeah.
okay, so he's got questions. Those questions are getting answered,
Right.
and like for those of you that are just finding out about aortic hope, it's crazy to think that this is such a small niche community, and the doctors that are out there don't know everything about everything. And
Mm-hmm.
so you're getting conflicted resources or information. The resources are aged out. The information's not the best, and Dr. Google should at least be sued for malpractice at one point. You would
Exactly.
think,
Exactly.
and
And the
so
other thing too is that this community, it's it's unlike other communities I've been a part of. So, for instance, if you're in the Crohn's and colitis world, it's pretty clear cut and standard. You have people that have one of two different irritable bowel situations going on, and that's pretty much it. And there's your medications, they either work or they don't. And they also have a stereotypical, people think that people with IBD are they're going to be very thin because they can't eat. That's not necessarily true. They could be overweight as well. So that has nothing to do with it. But for the most part, everybody has very similar symptoms. That's it's very cut and dry. And you come into the aortic community, and it's very different because everybody has their bodies just operate differently. They respond to exercise differently, to medications differently, to everything, sleep cycle. Every single thing is just different emotionally. And so you can be in this community and not necessarily find two people being the same. You just really won't. There's going to definitely be differences between everybody. So the hangout really does give you an opportunity. If you're nervous, like I don't want the pressure of a support group and having to share, then go to a hangout because there's no pressure. It'll be a great way for you just to see people like you laughing it up, enjoying their life, having a good time with people. And there's plenty of time to get to the seriousness of a support group meeting within the month, so you have every Thursday, you have that chance to have the hangout, which is great, and
yeah,
just hang out.
it's powerful. It's powerful to
Yeah.
go there and just kind of put the condition on pause for sure.
Yep. Exactly. But we do have our caregivers only support group meeting that's coming up soon on the 16th. So again, got to be a caregiver to be part of this support group meeting. Totally different form to fill out, but that's going to be all caregivers. I am going to tell you that the first one, well, no, that's a different one. So caregivers also do sometimes have guests. So we're looking forward to having some guest speakers in 2024 that will be there for the first half of the meeting, but they can show up at any support group meeting at any time. All right, so then we've got another week in review, and pretty much everything's the same till we end up with our support group meeting in the evening on December 27th. We do not have a guest speaker for this event. However, the very first one, the following Tuesday, the first one in January, which our January events will be up soon, it's the first Tuesday of the month at noon Eastern Standard. We will have Dr. Kristen Watson. She's a doctor of pharmacy joining the first half of the support group meeting. So if you have questions about medications, side effects, supplements, stuff like that, this is a great time for you to be part of that closed support group meeting, very intimate feel, and ask some questions that might help you in having these conversations and bridging that gap between yourself and your physician. Right. It's just another way for us to help with advocacy. So
I love her. It's so great for her to be there. Yeah.
It's wonderful. All right. So that's our events.
Well done today. Good job.
I know. I got more stuff I want to talk about though, because it captured audience. Listen, the holidays are coming up. This is first of all, if you come to our Hope Shops forum, the first thing you're going to see is an opportunity for you to download or grab a hard copy of Aortic Dissection, the patient guide. This makes a phenomenal gift. It really does, because it provides insight, education, support, all of the resources that pretty much exist right now in the community. It's all in this one handy guide. And we are excited to announce some other things pertaining to this guide come January. So you'll have to keep your ears to the ground on that one. But you have an opportunity to sign up for this. And more importantly, discuss this with your physician, your cardiologist, your surgeons, vascular or thoracic, because they can grab a box of books for free. We'll be more than happy to send them a box so that they can start the distribution to their patients and caregivers as well. First thing on here that you can get as a gift. Second thing, our help belts. So our help belts are expanding. We are now, so what we have, this is pretty cool. So they come in black, they come in yellow, and they come in red. They Velcro to your seatbelt strap. Doesn't matter what side, doesn't matter if you're in the front or you're in the back. And the other thing is it can go into a backpack. It can go onto your bike. There's onto a dog leash. There's many different places you can put this if you find that you're in a different circumstance more often and you want a first responder to be able to recognize you. So they're going to recognize that symbol right there. And inside of this, that straps around is an emergency card with your, in case of emergency contact, any allergies you might have, etc., doctor's information, condition information, but you have your choice of picking the saying that goes on here. So for instance, this one says thoracic aortic aneurysm. You can choose that, abdominal aortic aneurysm, aortic dissection, Marfan syndrome, Loeys-Dietz syndrome, vascular Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, general medical alert. So anybody with any recurring medical condition or potentially life-threatening condition like diabetes, you can have that in there as well. We are adding blood thinners and pacemakers to this list of offerings. So that is coming out, probably will be out very soon. And you'll have an opportunity now to have, 6 or 7 different sayings amongst 3 different colors. Easy to wash, just take a wet sponge with some soapy water. They clean right up, very comfortable. They're not bulky. This makes a great gift. Pair it with a aortic disease awareness magnet. It's extra gift. It's all about the car, all about the fridge. Put the magnet wherever. It's a great way to start a conversation about aortic disease. And then again, you can go to our spread shop, our shop. Here's some of the things that we have in our shop, which is actually right over here. We've got our football logos are up right now. We were just talking about loving the fall season and all different types of items. We also have our standard iconic logo, which is just the heart. We have our regular logo that has the words, water bottles, mugs, totes, baseball looking shirts. We also have, I think our baseball logo is off right now, but look at this. We even have a Santa hat. We have our winter knit caps are up here as well. Short sleeve shirts. Love this camper mug, die cut stickers. There's so much stuff on here. Check it out. couple pages, multiple sizes, multiple colors. There's usually always some kind of sale going on. You just click the top to redeem it. But these make great gifts. So we're running out of time. If you're looking to make sure that you have it in time for Christmas, you really need to order in the next day or two. So check that out. I think that's all now.
You know, um, let's go really quickly back to the support groups. We talked about the
Mhm.
help belts for the new people that haven't been involved,
Yeah.
and you get to see them go, oh, that would be wonderful. And I was like, well, keep in mind, Lawrence Hope, we have a thing going with them, and a bunch of
Yes.
people were showing their jewelry out, and especially great. John Brenny pulled out his. He
Hmm.
keeps his on a dog tag. He just pulls
That's
his out. He's
great.
like, I wear this everywhere. I do everything I can with it. And I was like, that is what I'm talking about right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
But the
That's
help
the other
belts,
thing. And I
they
think that's in resources.
yeah,
Yeah.
they were so happy to see that that is a thing. And also, if the printout that you have is in there isn't going to be helpful, feel free to print your own, fold it up, and
Sure.
smash it in there. For sure.
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly. Yep. All right. All right. All right. That's all I got. That is it. Got to now start thinking about all the questions that are popping up this week on our Facebook page. But don't forget to click like. Don't forget to click subscribe. We talked about this. Click that bell so you're notified every time we go live. Thank you, Velda, for joining us today. Appreciate it. Love your participation. And yeah, we'll see you here same time next week, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard. And have a wonderful rest of your week and safe weekend. Thanks again so much. Bye bye.